Hi, I am your host Matthew Fitch, and today we are back on the Jeep. And we are going to be doing the brakes and switching over the wheels and tires. I'll rotate this camera stand over to this Jeep, and we'll take a walk over here. So over here, over there, those are Wrangler rims and tires. So they're a little bit bigger. I like the rims a little bit better. So I'm gonna take those. I also need that mirror right there because this one got hit by a tree. And I'm gonna be doing the new brakes on that. I'll be stealing the starter off of this and the window motor off of this. And then this Jeep will be ready to be cleaned up and registered and start driving. So my thing is that today, I guess we're gonna get right down to baking the biscuits and, you know, just freaking getting our knuckles busted and spray. Getting our fucking knuckles busted and just getting into it, getting all four corners of this done. That way, you know, I know when my wife and child's driving around, she can stop, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Well, guys, as we can see, she's seen better days, you know. But I've already put the new shocks and struts in here and redid these guys and the sway bar links and these idler arms to the rack and pinion. So, you know, she drives nice. She just doesn't stop as nice, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna do a thing or two, maybe 3 or 4, and we're gonna get these guys all patched up, and we're gonna bring those tires from there, those wheels and tires from over there to over here, spruce her up a little bit, lift her up a little bit, make her look a little bit more aggressive. Let's get to it. Oh, I forgot, I gotta take out my brake mechanism. Alright, so for those guys that don't know how brakes work, this is a keeper spring. It just holds everything in tension to get rid of slack and, you know, stuff like that. We'll just rip that guy off. And then back here, can you see? Can you see? I don't know. Let me get out of the light. But back here, there will be 2 bolts, one up here, one down here, and those go to the actual bracket that holds the calipers. And then you have 2 pins here, one here and one here, and those go to the slides that the calipers actually slide on. So first you take out the slide bolts, and then you take out the bracket bolts, and then you can get your Tanya Hardin, your kapow, 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 and get the beating on these rotors, which they look loose, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with them. So we'll go ahead and start unbolting all of this. I'll throw you guys on this guy, get a time lapse going, and everything will be good. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so we got our slide pins loosened up. Grab your Tanya Harding. I like to zip tie my caliper up. Don't let it hang by the brake line. They're only made out of soft rubber and they're not that strong, and calipers are like fucking at least 8 or 9 pounds. So save yourself some time, save yourself a headache, save yourself some money. Zip tie tech tip. So I like to get 1 or 2 of these. So everything's loosened up. You can even come in with one of these guys. Go to the zip tie. And we got our caliper hanging. Also, before I, get back to it, this is a 7 Allens. Haven't figured out what that is in the back. I guess we can figure it out right now. Oh, it's probably an 18 then. That one in the back is an 18. And one more thing. Keep your brake pad on the back side where the caliper pistons are, because this is a dual piston setup. So I like to keep my pad there so when I bring my C-clamp over, or your brake spreader tool or whatever you have, you can compress them both at the same time. Because if you try to press on one, the other will come out, vice versa. You gotta compress them at the same time. And when you do that, make sure you take the cap off of your reservoir. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna get back to it. Had to grab the George Foreman. Alrighty guys, as you can see, we got the rotor off. I don't have no play in my wheel bearing. It actually doesn't look like it's that old because it's just little bits of surface rust and I still see grease on it. So, not feeling too bad about this. Like I did these. These have been previously done. The lower ball joints look great. I did the tie rods. I did the idler arms to the steering. I did the shocks. So, let's finish up these brakes. Guys, make sure you clean up the area. Well, TRQ sent me the wrong brake pads. These were the fronts that I took off. You see the feet on them, and these are what they sent me. The feet are completely different, my guy. Biscuits! Well, this puts me in a predicament. These pads still have like 50% wear on them, but I got new rotors. And I don't want to put these old pads on my new rotors. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I kind of want to get this job done. I don't know. You see, these pads got about 50% life left on them. The rim upgrade. Oh, they're dirty, but you know, they clean up good enough. Where's the Wrangler? Oh yeah. Hi guys, we're back. It's about a week later. They sent me the wrong brake pads, as you could see. Went to AutoZone, got some really shitty brake pads. You know, I was trying to give my girl some ceramic based brake pads so they didn't have as much dust and maintenance along with them, but you know, whatever. They sent me the wrong shit. Well, we are gonna get everything slammed back together, and I actually cleaned one of these rims up, and I'm gonna tell you why I wanted these rims. So if we walk over here, that's what was on the car. No sir, no sir. But if we look at that, well, that just looks way better. So we're gonna get these brakes done. We're gonna slam those on. I'm gonna get this mirror fixed today, and we are gonna do an oil change. And then maybe we'll see if that window motor works, so we can slam it over here into this. And you know, then I think it will be like done. You know what I'm saying? My girl can go fucking register it because it's already insured. So let's just put this tripod down somewhere. We'll get this all stabled up in position and get to work. Fellas, I heard some crunching, you know, when I was jacking, but everything looks stable. I was like, whatever, I ain't worried about it. I'll deal with those biscuits later. I start lowering the car down onto the jack stand so I can get my jack out, and I look at my jacking stone. You know, when I work on cars out in the yard, I just have a square stone that I'll put my jack on, or jack stands or whatever, so I know it's not just sitting on like soft dirt, you know, smart. This motherfucking Jeep cracked my jacking stone. Dang, dude, that's Louis Vuitton. Biscuits. Got another Louis Vuitton Jack and Stone. Fellas, this looks so much better. Yes. Little baby Jeep. Come back. Oof. Ugly. Way better. Way, way, way better. Can't wait to frickin' dye all of the gray on the car black. Oh, she's gonna look sharp. Fellas, just discovered something pretty disheartening. I'm gonna have to get a new caliper because these calipers aren't the same between the two Jeeps. They're different brake setups. But let me get out of the way. Can you see that? My piston's cracked on the caliper. I've replaced pistons before in calipers. I'm probably just gonna get a whole new caliper. I'm gonna slam this back together and I will order another one, and I'll take this off and I'll bleed this right brake and everything. When I'm done with it, I'll crimp the brake line somewhere closer so I know it's not gonna take in too much air. But dang, biscuits. All right, guys, we finished up all of the brakes, rims, and tires. Tomorrow, I didn't get to an oil change, so tomorrow I'll do an oil change. And then this unit is ready. I'll deal with that caliper on a later date. It still slides and whatnot, so I will find one because the calipers on my parts Jeep do not match this Jeep. They're two different braking systems when it comes to the calipers, rotors, and pads. It's all different, so we will get to that. But tomorrow we're gonna do an oil change and this thing is ready to be registered. I just have to do the mirror and it's done. This has been a really long drug out project. I didn't think this Jeep was gonna take this long, but financial stumbles just kept dragging it on and on and on, and I'm glad to see that it's actually done. And I was able to bang it out on my weekend, my days off. I always enjoy wrenching on something and getting nice and dirty. But until next time, thank you for tuning in to Life's Good. I am your host, Matthew Fitch. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, talk shit if you've seen something you didn't like. I'll probably ignore it, but I'll still read it.